immense knowledge. Let's learn together to add insight.
The Eiffel Tower, formerly known as the Paris Tower, is an iron tower built on the Champ de Mars, on the banks of the Seine River, Paris. This tower has become the main icon of France, and one of the most famous structures in the world. Named after its designer, Gustave Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower is the tallest building in Paris, and one of the most famous structures in the world. More than 200 million people have visited the tower since its construction in 1889, including 6,719,200 in 2006, making it the most visited paved monument in the world. Including the 24 meters or 79 feet antenna, the structure has been 325 meters or 1,063 feet high since 2000, which is the same as a conventional 81-story building. When the tower was completed in 1889, it was the tallest structure in the world, a title it retained until 1930, when the Chrysler Building in New York City, 319 meters, 1,047 feet, was completed. The tower is now the fifth tallest in France, and the tallest in Paris, with the second tallest structure being the Tour Montparnasse, 210 meters or 689 feet, although it will be surpassed by the Tour Axa, 225.11 meters or 738.36 feet. The iron structure of the Eiffel Tower weighs 7,300 tons, while the entire structure including non-ferrous components weighs 10,000 tons. Depending on temperature, the spire can be 18 centimeters, or 7 inches away from the sun due to the expansion of the iron on the sun-facing side. The tower also swings 6 to 7 centimeters, or 2 to 3 inches, on winds. As a demonstration of the economy of the building, if 7,300 tons of structural steel were melted, it would fill 125 square meters with a depth of 6 centimeters, 2.36 inches, which translates to a density of steel of 7.8 tons per cubic meter. The tower has less mass than the mass of air in a cylinder of the same dimensions, being 324 meters high, and 88.3 radii. The tower weighs 10,100 tons, when compared to 10,265 tons of air. The first and second levels are accessible by stairs and elevator. A ticket booth in the South Tower sells tickets to the steps that start there. In the first foyer the stairs continue up from the East Tower, and the third level summit is only accessible by lift. From the first or second platform the stairs are open to everyone going up and down, depending on whether they have purchased a lift ticket or a stair ticket. The number of steps is 9 to the ticket counter on the ground, 328 to the first level, 340 to the second level, and 18 to the lift platform on the second level. When exiting the elevator on the third level there are 15 steps up to the upper observation platform. The number of rungs written gradually on the side of the stairs to give an indication of the ascent. Most of the ascent provides a view directly beneath and around the tower, although an additional short flight of stairs closed. This structure was built between 1887 and 1889 as the entrance to the Exposition Universelle, a world exposition celebrating a century of French Revolution. Eiffel had originally planned to build the tower in Barcelona for the 1888 Universal Exposition, but those in charge of the Barcelona City Hall thought it was strange and expensive, and did not suit the city. After the rejection of the Barcelona plan, Eiffel sent his draft to those responsible for the Universal Exposition in Paris, where he built his tower a year later, which was 1889. The tower was inaugurated on March 31, 1889, and opened on 6 May. 300 workers combined together 18,083 parts of ferrous iron, a pure form of structural iron, using 2.5 million spikes, in structural form by Maurice Koechlin. The risk of accidents is enormous. For the unusual modern skyscraper, the tower is open without a middle tier, except the two platforms. However, as Eiffel takes a cautious stance, including the use of movable stagings, auxiliary rails and screens, only one person dies. This tower received various criticisms from the public when it was built, calling it annoying to the eye. The daily newspapers were filled with letters of criticism from the arts community in Paris. One was included in the publication of the U.S. government publishing office William Watson's publication of the Universal Paris Exhibition, Civil Engineering, Public Works, and Architecture 1892. And for 20 years we see, stretching across the city, still lived by the geniuses of centuries, we see a silhouetted expanse of black columns built of plate iron nails. The signatories to this letter included Meissonier, Gounod, Garnier, Jerome, Bouguereau, and Dumas. Eiffel had a tower standing permit for 20 years, meaning it had to be dismantled in 1909, when ownership was transferred to the city of Paris. The city had planned, but after the tower proved to be profitable in terms of communications, it was left standing after the license expired. The military used it to organize Parisian taxis on the front line during the First Battle of the Marne, and it became a monument to the victory of that battle. When the tower was built, many people were surprised by its challenging shape. Eiffel was criticized for this design, and forced to try to design something that was artful, or not artful from one point of view, with no desire to build. Eiffel and his engineers, known as bridge builders, understood the importance of the power of the wind and knew that to build the tallest structure in the world they had to match it with the wind. In an interview reported by the newspaper Le Temps, Eiffel said, "Now why should I give the main reasons for its design? This tower is windproof. I claim that the curvature of the four outer sides of the tower, as well as mathematical calculations, will give a good view of its strength and beauty, and impress all who see it with the overall sophistication of the design." The shape of the tower has previously been expressed by mathematical calculations as wind resistance. Several theoretical calculations of this have been planned over the years. The most recent being the different nonlinear integral equations based on balancing wind pressure from any side of the tower with the tension between the structural elements at that time. The shape is exponential. Dangerous plot on the tower arch, featuring two different exponents. The lower half has a strong defense against the wind. Thank you for watching. Hopefully a little information in this video can add to your insight. See you in the next video.